Good morning, good morning. I feel a lot better, okay? And that's what happens when you empower yourself and you stand in your truth no matter what, right? Like, you get over it easier. It's easier to get back up because I'm not disappointed in self and I love self, right? Because I stand up for myself, okay? So it's just like a means of growing. Okay. So today we're going to speak on using kids as leverage, okay? So this is going to strike a nerve with a lot of karmics, but you know, at this point, I don't really care, okay? I'm cycling those people out of my life anyway. Okay. Like, these people are sneaky anyways, okay? They're sneaky, they're immature, okay? All they care about is connecting, like, with other people other than their kids, right? Or maybe they're forced to now. Maybe they're forced to now because you're one with your higher self and they can no longer get away with this. Okay, they can no longer come in and use you or send you messages to be able to use you, okay? Okay, this is like, what do I mean by using kids as leverage? Okay, so this could be like this person has betrayed you or snuck you in some sort of way, okay? And they try to get close to you by asking if, say it was a friend and they're asking if you could watch their kid, okay? Say if it's your baby mama or your baby daddy and they're like, well, trying to be controlling of the kids and they're in their visitation and their time together, right? Or like always interrupting the other parent's time with some shit, right? Like, that's what I mean by using kids as leverage. That is not right, okay? It's like these people fucked up so much that these healthier people don't want to be around them, so they use their kids as an in. That's just a sick. It's just their sickness, right? That's using a child's innocent nature as bait. Okay, and that's why that's wrong. Okay, that's also toying with the more healthier person's heartstrings. Okay, and also that child's. That is preying on innocent, okay? Maybe not at the extreme extent, but that's what it is. But they don't care. Because they don't care as much. They don't care as much. That's just it. Being called out. Judgment. Okay? Okay, and when it comes to dealing with these people, you guys, when it comes to dealing with these types of people, no is a definite answer. No is an answer. Okay? You don't have to explain yourself. Okay? You do not have to explain yourself to somebody who's just going to use you. Okay? And use kids as leverage. Okay? No is an answer. Okay? I literally had to do that this morning. I said no, and I blocked that person. Okay? I'm not going to tell you why, but like, there is ways to come back from that. If you are this type of person who like uses kids as leverage, just wait. There is also ways to come back from that and change your toxic behavior. Okay, there's always a way. Anything can be fixed, right? But what it entails, okay, what you have to do is be able to look at your own actions, for one, okay, and not take a coward route. You're going to have to come and be accountable, okay? And if you are blocked, you're literally going to have to do this to this person's face, okay? Good luck doing that. Because these types, they have some sort of pride and ego that doesn't allow them to be able to do that for people, right? It's just what it is. So at least that will like weed out these people who can't be accountable. Okay, so that's one thing. That's one thing. If you can do that, okay, what else can you do, right? Like it just gets you thinking, like, what else are you capable of doing without caring about? That happens all the time. where one parent cares more and one parent, like, it's that codependent dynamic, right? Or that empath narcissist dynamic, right? You got to get away from it. You got to get away from it. And no is an answer. You don't have to explain yourself to anybody. Okay? Unless it's like by law, of course, but I don't ever see that happening unless you stepped in some sort of trap of theirs. You know? Just wait. There's another channeled message. I'm just trying to meditate on it quick. Usually when you're dealing with these people, you only have to do it once, right? Unless they're like really crazy, right? And you might need to get like a restraining order. There's this girl that keeps following me, okay? There's this girl that keeps following me. She was in the gym and then she was at Sobeys, and like people think that I don't recognize this, but like I don't forget. I don't forget a face. I don't forget a face. So I don't know what the fuck her problem is, but like she's following me. She doesn't even like look at me, right? She just needs to be there. It's like this really tall native girl with like, she's beautiful. She's beautiful. But like, fuck are you following me? My life, my life, my life. My grandma on my father's side, she used to sing me a song, okay? And it's coming up, and it's been coming up for the past couple of days. Okay? And it goes like, let the sun shine in, face it with a grin. Open up your heart and let the sun shine in. Somebody's ancestors are celebrating them. Somebody's ancestors are celebrating them. Okay, so open up your heart to love, okay? Because even your spiritual team like wants to send you like a feeling of love. One time I like felt really, really heartbroken, okay? Felt really, really heartbroken. So I was praying, okay? I was praying, and all of a sudden I felt like my heart was like, there was like a blanket of love draped, like a hug over my heart, right? And like I felt it, and I knew, okay? I knew it was God, okay? Because it felt like a father. It felt like a fatherly love that like a fatherly love, like I could just imagine how calm and peaceful and protected that felt, right? So maybe somebody needs to address their heart space. Allow yourself to be happy. Okay? Okay, so this is going back to childhood trauma. Remember that happiness and that freedom that you felt when you were a child? That innocent, pure love as a child? Okay? Allow yourself to feel that. There are certain things that happen in our lifetime. Say we get bullied, or we get like excluded. Okay? Because that's a big thing. I remember being excluded. Okay? And the feeling that I felt that came with that. Okay? It's very important that you heal these things. It's very important that you heal childhood neglect, right? The feeling you felt, okay? And there's ways to do that. I'm gonna write something out, okay? There's ways to do that. Try to remember an instance of when you were a child and you felt excluded from a group of these family members, like whatever it was to you that broke your heart, where you're like, why don't I fit in? Why am I always left out? Okay, think of a moment in your mind. Okay, picture you. Picture how you remember you looking. Picture how you remember those people looking. Picture the environment. Okay, now picture that situation. Okay, now have yourself now walk in on that and witness that happening. A bystander. Okay? Now have yourself stick up for your younger self and make your younger self feel wanted. Okay? Say my older self comes in and says, well, that wasn't too nice. And then I ask my younger selves to come here. Let's go do something fun. Right? You guys aren't allowed. How do you like that? Right? How does that make you feel? Exactly. And then walk out. Okay? You got to imagine this. You got to imagine someone sticking up for you and taking your hand and telling these people what's what. And you got to feel the proudness. And you got to feel like that person talking to you. Don't you ever let anybody make you feel that way. You're perfect just the way you are. Okay? So these are the things that you have to do for yourself to be able to build this confidence. Okay? Like imagination is key here. Feel it. Be it, live it, make it real. Okay? So that's one way to be able to get over those kind of things, right? I don't care, whatever makes you feel good. If you even have to like go trip one of those little kids, one of those little bullies, go trip them, right? If that makes you feel good, okay? Fucking do it. But then come back, right? And then be done with that. Oh, shit. Violence is never the answer though, right? But I guarantee those kids would feel embarrassed and remember that for the rest of their lives, okay? It's just someone witnessing that and putting them in their place. There's also another thing, okay, that a wonderful, wonderful therapist, okay? This was actually an addictions counselor from when I went to treatment. Okay, her name was Laura. She was amazing. She was a trauma therapist. Okay, she was a trauma specialist. Okay, and this is who I had to see to be able to rewire my brain after 4 years of extreme abuse. Okay, what she did was, I'm going to write this out, okay, so that you can easily see it, since we're talking about childhood trauma and trauma, so that you guys know some tools, because there is tools. I don't know how to spell trauma for some reason. Okay, I think that's how you spell it, but whatever. Okay, trauma. Trauma posters. This is what I did. Okay. I spent 2 weeks doing this. Okay, a total of 3. I made posters. Big posters. Okay, I'm very artistic, so I took my time with it. And I let everything out on that poster. Okay, first I made a trauma poster. Everything that I felt represented my trauma. So there was like illicit drugs on there. There was like a rolled up bill on there that had like blood. There was blood all over this poster, okay? There was a skull with the back of the head encaved and cracks all on this skull, okay? There was broken bones on there. There was weapons on there, okay? There was a broken heart on there, okay? A lot of things, and this poster took me like a week and a half to draw. this trauma poster. So I made this poster and I drew it. Okay? And then after that trauma poster was complete, I did an angel poster. And I was like, well, what like just a bunch of angels? She was like, no. Anything that seems angelic to you. Anything that brings you joy and peace. So I drew a lion. Okay, that's where the idea for this tattoo came from. I drew a tiger lily. Okay, I drew a rose. Okay, because those are the provinces I'm from. I drew, what else did I draw? I drew angel wings. Okay, I drew the sun. Okay, I got like really detailed with it. This angel poster only took me half a week in comparison to the week and a half of this trauma poster. Okay, it was so colorful and vibrant and beautiful. Okay, so then once these posters were done, I looked, she like hung up the trauma poster and I looked at it. And she said, feel all the feelings that come with this poster. And I did. Okay, and then she said, okay, now I'm going to give you a sentence and you're going to fill in the blanks for me. Okay, so it went something like this. Okay. So she gave me a fill in the blank sentence, okay? And she had this trauma poster still up, okay? And she said, it was written out, okay? So she spoke out loud. She was like, life is, while I'm looking at this trauma poster, pointless. I feel hurt. I am trapped. People are cold. Therefore, I will do drugs. Okay? And then she took the trauma poster down. She's like, okay, good job. You did it. Okay? So then she put this angel poster up and she said, now allow the feelings of this poster. Okay, allow the feelings of this poster to grow. Feel what you need to feel with this poster. Okay, whatever this poster brings up, feel that out. Feel it out completely. Okay, so I looked at this angel poster. Okay. Now here's the same sentence, fill in the blank. I'm going to read it out loud and you're going to say what you fill in the blank by staring at this poster. Fill in the blanks, okay? Okay. Life is beautiful. I feel healthier. I'm growing. People are amazing. Therefore, I will love. Okay? Therefore, I'll love. So that just goes to show, she was like, good job. You did it. And then she said, like, that trauma, that isn't who you are. Okay? It's a part of what you experienced, but it isn't who you are. This is who you are. Okay? And that did something, right? Because our trauma gets stored in the side of the brain where our creativity is it gets stored there, right? So when you're drawing this out and you're feeling this out and you're incorporating all these different things, right? Intellectual, emotional, you know, all these things, they're all getting fired together. Okay? And when you're able to find a healthy way out of that, where you can differentiate what's your trauma and what you truly are meant to be, that does amazing things. That did amazing things for me. Okay? Like this is who you are. Right? And then that also gives us sense of self-worth. Because you lose that along the way. And that's just the truth. Okay, we had a sweat after this. We had a ceremonial sweat after this. Okay, and I burnt these posters on the rocks, on the fire. Okay, it was so crazy because like I put the posters in the fire. Okay, and they all like engulfed in really huge flames, and then the paper was on like a poster paper, right? So it like elevated. The ashes elevated, they rose, okay? The ashes rose in the air. And then once it hit the tree line, okay, it was like they rose like this and they started flying. They started flying like a butterfly, okay? The butterfly represents transformation, okay? This poster, these ashes started like flapping like a butterfly. And when they hit the tree line, they disappeared in thin air. And I felt that deep within myself. Okay, so it's really important that we look at these things, people. It was so amazing. Like that woman did something for me that day. Okay, her name is Laura. Okay, she's out of Bonneville. Thank you so much. But yeah, there's ways to do this, and it's important that we do this so that we like start having healthier relationships. And if you're there's places that specialize in this sort of stuff. If you feel like you need to go, okay, so that you can better your own life, do it. It only takes like a month or whatever. What's a month of time in comparison to the rest of your life? Okay, I'm going to stop it there. I'm not going to pull any cards today. I feel like that was enough. And I'll see you guys this afternoon. I have one kid home today, so I got to go kind of like monitor him because yeah. Have a good day.